What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Shay Renee, and we are back to talk about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Now, y'all, listen. Um, your girl been under the weather. That's why I'm doing this in my room, and I sound nasally. I really do sound like Rudy Huxtable with allergies. Somebody said that is me today. Okay, but y'all, we are going to get into these two new shows. If you've been following me for a while, you know that I have been reviewing The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I love that show. I've watched it from the inception. Actually, Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, I watched when I got to rub in my 7th Avenue, child. Got to rub it in. Um, Mind you, I'm tired because I was on that live too, spending all my daggone money. Don't tell my husband. But anyway, Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, I watched it up to season 3-ish, and I binge watched it all last week. Y'all, Salt Lake City is that girl. It is that girl. So I'm going to get y'all all caught up. So let's just get into it, shall we? What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Shay Renee. So let's just get into it, shall we? So let me say hello to my peoples in the chat. What's up, SquareBiz25? Hiya, Shay and all. Thank you so much for watching. This is me letting y'all know I was coming, child. My girl, Sweet P724 is in the chat. She says, hey, Shay and chat. What's up? What's up? What you doing up this late here? What you doing that late? SLC is that girl. When I tell y'all SLC is that girl, that is reality TV personified, okay? That show, and we're going to get into it. Y'all are going to be hooked, okay? Pamela Johnson is in the building. Hey, Shay Love. Hello, hello. What's up? What's up? Y'all, today, your girl been going through it, okay? First of all, I had an amazing Thanksgiving yesterday with my family. Shout out to my family, okay? The food was amazing. But then, womanly things happened. I'm in the bed today. I couldn't go to round 2. Your girl been put down, okay? I'm nasally as all get up, but don't y'all worry about it. We're gonna work through this, okay? But first, let's get started with the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, okay? Beverly Hills, as y'all know, just came out. It just came back, rather. So we have, I think, one new character this season, one new housewife. We have Boz, I think that's how we pronounce her name, Boz. But she is a boss. So I'm going to tell y'all something. I'm not the biggest fan, okay, of, we got to have, a Black person on the white shows. I think for me, I think that Garcelle Beauvais was a good addition to the Beverly Hills Housewives. I think she knows how to mix and mingle with them. Listen, she has the fame and the fortune to go along with them. And even despite my thoughts on, the white women and the Black women I think if it's a predominantly white cast, let them have their little thing, However, I'm gonna contradict myself because I think Boz is gonna be a good ad. I really think she is. I think that she has just enough swag to intertwine with the ladies, and I love the relationship that is already blossoming with her and Dorit. I've watched the after shows for Beverly Hills so far. There's only been this is I want to say season 14, right? This is season 14, and they've had 2 episodes thus far. Okay. Boz and Dorit are building a great relationship, and I can really see that blossoming. But this season is really going to be Dorit's redemption season. It's going to be her, not really redemption, but this is her season of actually earning her check. Because all the years that she's been on this show, all she's been doing is just doing a whole lot of talking and getting into other people's stuff, but not really contributing anything. But now Dorit gonna get into the mix, okay? She's going to get into the mix. And also her and Kyle, child, this is gonna be a mess, okay? I let me tell y'all something about Dorit. Dorit, no matter how fake she has been with the accents and all this, that, and the third, true to her core, she is a Cancer. Dorit is a Cancer, okay? I think she a June Cancer, so she could be a little iffy, but let me not say that. All Cancers are good people. All Cancers are good people. But Dorit, Kyle, Dorit about to get in your ass, okay? Because I feel like this. I feel like for the intuition of a Cancer, and y'all know if you've been watching me long enough, I'm a Cancer. We have a sense of people. Okay, we have a good sense of people, what they bring to us, what they take away from us, what they if they annoy the fuck out of us. And I think that Dorit is a good friend. So for all these years, she's been going along with Kyle and her antics. She knew that Kyle is a brat. She knows that Kyle is the type of person that wants somebody to be a do girl, right? As they say on LAMH. She is the true epitome of wanting do girls around here. If y'all want to know what a do girl looks like, get around Kyle, because that's what she wants. Kyle is the type of woman that you cannot be her friend if you don't agree with her. Okay? She's going to throw you under the bus. And I'm going to tell y'all what that looks like. Okay? So we're going to skim through episode 1, because episode 1 was just pretty much them just dancing around the Kyle and Dorit situation. And it was giving us an introduction to Boz. And basically Sutton had this party where everybody was coming there dressing all weird as fuck or whatever. He was supposed to be some extraterrestrial looking type of whatever. But anyway, we find out that Dorit is separating from her husband. Okay, she's separating from her husband, and I knew that her and PK were going to separate at some point. I knew that that was going to happen. I think that he has always been irritated with her. I think Dorit talks too much. I think that Dorit has kind of come into her own once she had them children. I think she didn't give him as much attention, but I also think she gave a lot of attention to her children because he didn't really help her with them damn kids. He was always gone, okay, always doing something, and even when he was home, he was just like a fixture in the house. I think that PK is the type of guy that is like, you know what, I'm bringing in the money. I'm paying all the bills. I'm the big shot. I'm big baller shot caller around here. Y'all need to just bow down, bitches, and do whatever I say. I think that he is long gone is the young girl that was naive and just so excited to have a rich man. I think that's what PK wants out of Dorit. I think he's looking for somebody. I think he wanted her to be that person that just kind of looks to him for everything. Like they talked about it a little bit in episode 2, which y'all, we're going to just bounce back and forth between episode 1 and 2, just so we can get a gist of it. And then we'll do full reviews from here on out once episode 3 airs. Okay. But he even brought it up at the table when they had dinner together. He was just like, I just feel like, I used to be the one reading all your contracts and stuff and this, that, and the third. And you would come to me for things. Now you don't need me anymore. And I feel like he just wants to be that he really wants her to really be this young and dumb, uh ready to just be full of cum type of woman. You know what I mean? Like, the lack of a better way of saying it. He just wants her to be somebody that just grovels at his feet. And I think that, PK is at that stage in life now where he must want some really young woman that just wants his money at this point. And it's like, PK, dude, you not he had this whole scene with Dorit where he was like, yeah, now that I'm single or whatever. I'm like, sir, you are not single. And I know you went to lunch with Mauricio, and both of y'all are supposedly going through these separations with your wives. Don't let Mauricio have you get the game all messed up. Because PK, you don't look like Mauricio. Let's go ahead and clear that up too. You don't look like Mauricio. So you gonna be out here, go ahead out here and find you a city girl like Carisha all you want. But just know they just gonna be here for your money. And Dorita's gonna take you to the cleaners, honey. Okay? Dorita's gonna take you to the cleaners, and you're not gonna have any money. And all these little listen, I'm one of those people that didn't think that the house invasion was true. I'm sorry. Y'all gonna be mad at me. I said it in my reviews last season. I'm saying it now. I don't think that was totally true. I don't. I think that they are having money problems, and this is alleged in my opinion. I think they had some money problems, and I think that was a grab for them. I truly do. That's just my opinion. Okay. I think that Dorit was overreacting last season with all of her issues with the robbery. But then again, maybe that really happened. I don't know. But that's just my opinion. Okay. And I think that the reason why PK is annoyed with her, because he knows that it wasn't real. And he thinks that she's just taking it too far. But if it really did happen and he's just not being sympathetic to her feelings, then that's a huge problem. But I think that she truly annoys him. That's what I think. I think that he's not supportive to her. I think he wants her to grovel at his feet and crave his attention, but he doesn't do anything besides pay the bills that, allows her to really want him around. That's what I think. I think they've grown apart. That's what I really think is going on here. Now, Mauricio and Kyle. Kyle has known that this man has worked hard for the duration of their relationship. And I think that Kyle has unrealistic expectations of Mauricio. I do. Kyle knows that he's in real estate. That is a constantly moving machine that has to be oiled 24/7. Okay. Real estate is a tough titty of a business. You have got to constantly be networking, making connections, because it's like everybody is getting a real estate license, and they just handing them out like hotcakes. But it's all about who is going to do the grunt work and who's going to work the hardest. And I think Mauricio knows that. He has a whole team of people that he's responsible for. He has a big business. And I think that Kyle she enjoys the luxuries, right, of their lifestyle, but she doesn't get all of the work that he has to do to maintain that lifestyle. She feels forgotten. And I do think that Mauricio could have done a better job of trying to spend time with her. But for the times that I did see him spending time with her, she was always bitching and moaning at him. Like, Kyle doesn't, I don't think Kyle knows what she wants to do. She wants Mauricio to keep on bringing in the money, but then she wants him to be around her all the time. And it's like, I never understood women like that. Like, women that want their husbands to work very hard, but then you want them to make all this money, but then you want them to take breaks whenever you want them to take a break. But then when they ain't making no money because they sitting up under you all day, then you looking at them like, well, where the hell is the money? I still need to maintain this lifestyle so I can go to the Louis store and I can look rich. I just don't get it. Squarebits25 says, please click the like button. Come on, y'all. It's 11 of y'all in here. It's late at night. I get it. But let's go on and click the like button. I'm giving y'all an overview of the season so that we can get into it, how we get into it with the Beverly Hills Housewives, okay? I'm going to get into Salt Lake City momentarily, okay? But y'all, please click on that like button, okay? Comment in the chat. Let's talk. Talk to me, y'all. So, on to the other characters on the show, and then we're going to get back into this Kyle and Dorit season of turmoil in their relationship. We also have Jennifer Tilly that is joining as a friend of Sutton. I'm gonna go ahead and say this right now. I hope that this doesn't mess up their friendship. I really do. I feel like sometimes people come onto these housewives shows with their friend as a friend. And, you know, Jennifer Tilly is like a well-known person in Hollywood. I just hope that her ego doesn't take over and she want to overpower Sutton in her lane. Um, she has a very big personality. I just really hope that that doesn't infiltrate their or ruin rather their friendship. I really hope it doesn't. I hope that they can just maintain and retain their friendship. You know, keep it fun. And I just hope that, you know, it all goes well for them. But I think she's going to be a fun addition. Now, Boz coming on to the show, y'all. I think I'm gonna like Boz. Boz seems like the type that is like very much so tell it like it is. Um, you know, she don't got time to play no games. She's worked for Fortune 500 companies in the CEO seat. Okay. She is very much a boss and in her own right. Okay. I love it. I cannot wait to see more from her. Apparently, she was married. Unfortunately, she lost her husband to cancer, and this is just a month after they were actually going to get divorced. And they were married, I believe she said, for 10 or 14 years. I can't remember how many years, but they do have a daughter together. Um, so she said that her daughter will not be able to grow up with her father, but nevertheless, she loves her husband. And, you know, they talked about her being the big wig of the house and how it's hard to cut that off when you come home. And I wonder if that's the thing when Mauricio comes home, because he's the boss at work, and then you got to come home and now you got this family, and Kyle is the boss at home. So it's that power shift. And then, you know, moving back to Kyle. Okay, let's get into Kyle and this whole shift in her relationship with Dorit. Okay. I feel like the whole shift with Kyle and Dorit, Kyle Kyle came on to this season ready to lie about her whole situation. She doesn't want to say Morgan's name. Morgan is the girl, the woman that, the young woman at that, that everybody saw her with. Like, Kyle, you did a whole music video with this chick. You brought her on the season, last season. You had people, you know, trying to listen to her music. You was trying to promote her music. You were trying to really promote this girl. Now all of a sudden you coming on here saying you trying to uh basically craft a story for everyone, telling them, saying it but not saying it, like, you know, I don't want you guys to say her name this season. Well, she's a part of your story. And truth be told, Kyle, you didn't even tell the full story of you and Mauricio becoming separated or the start to y'all divorce. You have, Kyle, you haven't really had your own story in years. You think that you are the captain of the girls and that everybody is supposed to fall in line. Baby girl, no matter how much you want to be Lisa Vanderpump so bad, you will never fill those shoes. Never. Okay? And the way that you and Dorit are going to try to basketball Erica Jane back and forth this season is going to be unreal. But let me tell you something, Erica Jane is a cancer too. So Kyle, you better not keep on trying to take too much bullshit to her, because eventually she gonna put you in your place and tell you, now listen, girl, I'm your friend, but I'm not about to sit here and just say whatever you want me to say. Okay? Because you know you over here lying. So Kyle and Dorit, when they finally sit down this season, Dorit says to Kyle, why aren't you being honest about like what's going, why are you lying about our relationship? You went on that Amazon Prime and thing and you said that we weren't really as close as I made it out to seem that we were, and that we only went on one vacation together. Now, Kyle tried to say it was about, the joke that Dorit made about El BravoCon, where they asked Dorit who rate the sisters or whatever. Um Kyle and her sisters or whatever, rank all of them and let us know who's your favorite to the least favorite or whatever. So Kyle knocks Dorit's mic out of her hand or whatever. And so Dorit grabs the mic back, or she knocks her drink or something out of her hand. I can't remember exactly what it was. But anyway, she then says, well, since Kyle did that, and they were laughing, since Kyle did that, of course, it's going to be Kathy. Kathy's number one. And it was just a joke. So Kyle gets up. She sits there in this first episode trying to sell that to Dorit, that was why she was upset and that's why she said that. But my thing is, that's not nothing to make you upset to where you stop talking to your friend. I didn't get that. So Kyle is trying to use the fact that they were both laughing and joking about it, and her ranking her and her sisters and saying Kathy Hilton was number one. But you use that as a way to say that y'all not as good of friends as Dorit tried to make it out to seem. We know that y'all are friends, Kyle. That was really messed up that you did that. And then the fact that you think that the viewers are dumb enough to think that that's why you weren't talking to her anymore. It didn't make any sense. So then Dorit says, no, baby, it's in number 2. Yeah, it was her drink. I'm watching the replay of it now, y'all, that she knocked her drink out of her hand. So hold on. I'm going to replay the whole scene.
Rank the Richard sisters in order from your favorite to least favorite. There goes the shot. Oh.
Well, Kyle was definitely last.
So she said Kyle is definitely last and Kathy is first after she said rate the Richard sisters. Okay. So that was not what made Kyle upset, because Kyle is sitting here visibly laughing with her. Then she gonna say she was crying backstage because that really upset her. I'm like, Kyle, you are such a liar. I cannot believe that she tried to use that as her little shtick. So Dorit says, no, I know what really pissed you off. You were mad that on Watch What Happens Live that I told Andy. Andy asked me a question about Kyle's relationship with the Morgan girl. And Dorit said, I actually feel like the more that Kyle hangs out with Morgan, the less time she spends with me. I feel like her relationship with her is kind of putting a wedge between us. So Kyle didn't want it. It's like she wanted to talk about Morgan when she wanted to talk about her. So when anybody else said anything about Morgan, she had a problem. But my thing is, Kyle, if you ain't really checking for little homegirl like that, why did that bother you so much that Dorit said anything? It didn't make any sense. It's like you just wanted to find a reason to be mad at her. Then she tried to say, well, I'm going through a lot, Dorit. I mean, you need to understand that. Okay, Dorit is going through a separation with her husband too. So what? So your separation means more than hers? Kyle likes to throw people around like a tennis ball and just, you can, and Dorit is like the toy that Kyle can play with and just put her back whenever she feels like it in her head. Oh, Dorit will be fine. She'll be back. I'll stop talking to her for a while and then we'll be friends again. And this season, Dorit is like, girl, I know you fucking lying. No, the fuck I'm not. Because I peeped your whole card. And what you're not about to do is try to minimize my worth in your life. I think that really woke Dorit up. Because when I saw Dorit smoking that daggone cigarette, I said, baby girl, when did you start smoking, honey? Dorit was like, cause fuck what you heard, okay? Put that in your pipe and smoke it, okay? I'ma smoke it out the window. Dorit is not playing with Kyle this season, okay? She has no time for the foolishness. So Kyle, you better figure it out, because this Dorit is not about to have you use her as the storyline of the season and you not work for it. Like you gonna have to work. You gonna have to work for your worth this season, okay? So Dorit is not playing any games. But y'all, let's move on to I think that Dorit. I think this is going to be a very good season for the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I am really excited to see what happens this year. And also, Garcelle's son is so handsome. He came on Oliver, her oldest son. He came to visit her in Atlanta. He is a handsome little guy. But child, I just know he about to be ready to jump into a relationship with some damn body and get married again. But we'll see how that goes. Moving on. Salt Lake City, baby. Okay. Can I just tell y'all? This show is that freaking girl. Okay. Let me go ahead and get y'all. I couldn't get all the photos on here that I needed to get up here. They wouldn't download. They talking about something, the file too big, whatever, child. I don't know. But I wanted to get a picture of Monica up here. Hold on, let me see if I can try to find one that'll upload. Damn, y'all, the pictures ain't uploading. But anyway, let's just talk about Salt Lake City real fast, okay? So who we have on screen here is Lisa Barlow, Meredith, I don't know her last name, and Angie K. Okay. Now, Salt Lake City was always in the past. They had the same cast for season 1, 2, and 3. They added a girl named Monica on the cast on season 4, which baby Monica came to shake some shit up. Okay. Monica came to tear the worlds upside down and all turn them loose with the girls. Okay. So I'm going to give y'all a big old scan real quick of the season. Okay. So season 1 through 3, basically, it was Jen Shaw basically terrorizing the girls. Okay, let me see if Jen is in this picture. No, Jen is not in this picture. I couldn't download any pictures with Jen in it. God damn it, y'all. I feel like I need to show y'all who these people look like. But if you watch the show, you know. But Jen Shaw basically terrorized these women season after season. Just terrorized these women. And she was very, very rude and mean to them. She talked trash. They act like they were scared of this woman, like they just could not combat her at all. And you know, Heather Gay, she was basically the show is all about religion, like them being Mormons and how much they attach to the religion, what parts of the religion they've given up. And in the beginning, that was boring to me. I was like, I'm not really, pressed to be talking about. I want to escape life a little bit with reality TV, but that's their reality. So around season 3 was when it really started to get super interesting. So Jen was going to damn prison, child. Jen went to jail for I'm gonna say allegedly, but she got convicted and her ass is sitting in a cell right now as we speak for taking the senior citizens' money, honey. Okay. So all of these seasons was basically based around Jen, how she got her money. She moving from rental to rental. Okay. Mary Cosby married her grandmother's ex-husband, child, or some shit, was fucking her granddaddy, step granddaddy, and had a baby. Everybody was around that. Meredith and Lisa fell out. Lisa owns a liquor company, and but she a Mormon, and people talk about how she don't really do the Mormon religion the way that it's supposed to be done. Okay. All the things. Heather wrote a book called Bad Mormon. She was like a devout Mormon, and she even went on a mission. All of those things. She was married and now she's divorced. Um, she has been shunned by the church. Then we got Whitney, who is just a dumb dingbat. I can't stand Whitney. I think Whitney just conjures up shit. Okay, Whitney. I think Whitney does things to try to stay on this show. That's what she does. Whitney is married to I guess her husband used to work together years ago, and she was married, he was married. They ended up cheating on their spouses with each other, and now they married and got 2 kids, okay? Whitney is just yeah, Whitney starts shit. Cause that season 3, she was like, we have to say something. Like, I gotta say something. Somebody's gotta get it out. And she brings up shit that people just be like, girl, you didn't really have to say that. That wasn't even that important. You just wanted to say that so you could start some shit. And she like hides behind Heather. Like, I would think Heather was Jen Shaw's punching bag. And she's also Whitney's little punching bag too. I want her to realize that. Whitney puts a whole bunch of shit out there and blames it on Heather. She is a person that throws a dart and hides her hands. I can't stand Whitney's ass. But moving into season 4, okay? Moving into season 4. Season 4 is when Monica came, okay? Child, let me find a picture of Monica because I'm going to put Monica up on this damn screen so y'all can see her. Because Monica from Salt Lake City, baby girl is iconic, okay? Baby girl is iconic. She came on this show and she rocked these broads' world, okay? Monica worked for Jen Shaw. Okay, she worked for Jen Shaw, and apparently she had cameras in Jen Shaw's house listening to Jen Shaw's conversations. So she was able to get to know all of the women via Jen on the sideline. Okay. So while she's getting all this information and running errands for daggone Jen and just doing all this foolishness, she also builds a relationship with Heather Gay's hairstylist, okay? She gains a relationship with her, and apparently together they form a blog called Reality Von Tees, okay? Y'all, hold on a second. Let me see if I can download this video. Let me see if I can download this video because I need y'all to see what homegirl look like. Please come up. Okay, I think it's going to work. Okay, this is Monica, okay? Monica Garcia, to be exact. Monica shook the hell out of this show, okay? Jen Shaw had gotten convicted of her crimes. She's in jail, so now Monica was here to add some spice and flavor to the show. Monica was not rich like the other ladies. Monica even bought a Louis Vuitton bag just to be around the women because she felt, inferior to them because all of them have money and they're able to shop and do this and do that. But Monica, come to find out, she gets around these women befriending them, but she had a whole blog that she had been writing for 3 years talking shit about them. So Heather reveals it. Heather does an investigation of sorts. Heather's hairstylist, right, that I told y'all that Monica was cool with, that did the Reality Von Tees blog with, the hairstylist comes clean to Heather and tells her what all has transpired. So now Monica is forced to come clean, and Heather pulls all of this out at a dinner that they all attended. And I think the season finale, Heather says, "You are Reality Von Tees, and I know you are." And so she had been writing all this stuff, calling them names and this, that, and the third, revealing stuff about them, some true, some not true. And basically she said that she started the blog to out Jen Shaw for how mean she was and how terrible she was to her employees. But I'm like, if that was the case, why you start talking about the other women on the cast? But child, when I saw that episode, my jaw literally was on the floor. I said, oh my God, how did they let this woman on the show? What type of background checks are y'all doing on these people? Because you got this lady around these women, and she definitely does not mean them well. I just don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. But let me tell you something, Monica, she brought all of the smoke to the season, okay? All the smoke to the season. So she comes on the reunion trying to defend herself, and I'm like, girl, it's nothing for you to defend at this point. You screwed the pooch. You should have came on the show basically revealing who you were up front. And Monica started this whole lie about Angie K's husband, saying that he was sleeping with other men and this, that, and the third, cheating on her because Angie K's husband is a hairstylist. Now, Angie K, I'm not going to lie to y'all, when she first came on the scene as a friend, I just thought that she was a thirsty ass woman that wanted to be on the show. That's what I thought. But Angie K, yeah, she has earned her snowflake. Okay, she done earned that damn snowflake in season 4 and 5, in my opinion. Okay, um, but that whole storyline has crept its way into season 5 because Monica and Whitney were the ones that started that whole lie about Angie K's husband, and we learned that in season 4. So I don't know why they're still trying to pin that on Meredith, because in season 5 now, Meredith and um Mary, they were besties, but now they're at odds because they had this breakfast at Tiffany's theme at Mary's house in the latest episodes. And Meredith and Angie K were going back and forth arguing still over that whole scenario, where Meredith is like, girl, I did not start that rumor, and you know that. Like, I have nothing to do with that. And your husband is holding on to that, and I thought we were done with that. And I did not use, they're trying to say, Angie K and her husband are trying to say that Meredith is using her son being gay to hide behind what she did, what she said about her husband, which is not true. Meredith was basically just making the point of saying, I'm not into outing people if that was the case, because I support the alphabet community. Like, why would that be in my interest to be worried about what her husband is doing? And Monica was the one that brought it up. Her and daggone Whitney was talking trash. And even Whitney was the one. Whitney is the one always at the common denominator of some bullshit. Because even Whitney was the one that brought out all the stuff about Lisa allegedly sleeping with people for Utah Jazz tickets or whatever. I'm like, okay, girl, Whitney, you the one tried to pull it out of Meredith, because Meredith was like, yeah, I've heard rumors, but and Whitney was like, what have you heard? And so Meredith was like, no, I just heard rumors about her and different things outside of her marriage or whatever. Then Whitney comes out with exactly what she heard, and she lied. Because Angie H, or the other one, Angie H, I think that was the other lady, she came out and said, girl, that is not what I said. I don't remember saying that. And then Whitney she was mad at Heather because Heather wouldn't corroborate her lie about Lisa sleeping with the somebody that had sweet tickets or some front row tickets at Utah Jazz games. Some aristocrat in Utah. So Whitney is unbelievable. Like, she is such a liar, and she just makes up shit, and she just thinks that Heather is just supposed to sit there and be her doormat. And I think Whitney gets mad when Heather doesn't want to be her doormat, because she's like, well, you did it for Jen Shaw all those years. You can't do it for me. I'm supposed to be your cousin. I'm just like, child, let's get into some of y'all comments. Square Biz, thank y'all for commenting. Because I love to have somebody to talk to in these things. Square Biz 25 says, I always watch the season for the shows once, but I find myself rewatching RHO SLC, Potomac, Beverly Hills, and OC again and again. Yes. Oh my God. I could literally rewatch SLC as well. Like Potomac, not so much. Beverly Hills, yes, and Orange County, yes, absolutely. The girls did not come to play, okay? Square Biz 25 says, I don't care for Lisa and Heather. Whitney is a fool. She reminds me of Ashley and Potomac. Yes, always in the middle of somebody else's shit because you ain't got shit going on. Because, Whitney, we do not give a damn about all your sexcapades with your husband over there in your house, girl. We do not care. That is not a story. And she is just so ditzy. Girls, my opinion says, I agree with Angie K. And then she says Meredith. Oh, which one you agree with, girl? You agree with Angie or Meredith? I'm interested. I agree with Meredith, in my opinion. She says, so you want to talk about the husbands? Child, listen, okay? She did say that, but she didn't start. It's Meredith said that ish and uses her gay son. Oh, okay, so you agree with Angie K. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, listen, I don't think that Meredith was using her son. That's in my opinion. That's just me. I respect. I can see where someone could think that she was, but just for me, I don't think she was using her son. I think Meredith gets herself. I do think that Meredith throws a little bit of charcoal on the flame. Okay, she's the charcoal to get it started, and then Whitney, everybody else, just goes ahead and lights the torch. That's what I think. And I think that Meredith does get herself in the middle of shit. I also think that Meredith and Mary's issue this season is kind of messed up. I think that if Meredith was really Mary's friend, she would see. I love the fact that she does see that there is obviously something going on with Mary, and Mary is acting weird, right? I agree with that. But I don't like how she hasn't looked further into it. And she didn't pay attention. Mary was not putting her out of her house. She basically said, listen, Angie K, Meredith, stop. If you don't stop, I'm going to throw you you got to go. Meredith heard her say her name last and thought she was talking to her. She basically was telling both of them, if y'all don't stop going back and forth yelling over some dumb shit in my house, y'all both can get your asses up out of here. And I know she meant that shit. Because they were sitting there arguing over nothing. Y'all are carrying on some shit from last season that I thought that y'all were over. It's very clear that Monica and Whitney were the ones that started that rumor about Angie K's husband. Now, Angie K, if your husband is not out here do bopping and dick dropping in other men, then don't even worry about it, girl. Let it go. Let it go, okay? Cause you're doing too much. Now it's like you just trying to find a reason to be mad, okay? You trying to find a reason to be mad. Now, y'all, let's go on into Miss Bronwyn, okay? Baby, I love me some Bronwyn. Thank you, thank you for Bronwyn, okay? Now, Bronwyn, your old ass husband, baby, he is very disrespectful. Very disrespectful, okay? I can't do the husband. Your husband treats you like a child. And you do this little head bop, nod, and do dop thing that I think is a defense mechanism because of your husband. Y'all hold on a second. I got to cleat the nostrils and I'm gonna come on camera.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Thank you. I had to take a little break now. My voice probably a little clearer. But Bronwyn I love Bronwyn. Bronwyn came on as Lisa's friend, okay? So Bronwyn is Lisa Barlow's friend, which Lisa Barlow also gets on my nerves. Lisa Barlow acts like somebody is supposed to crawl up her ass and stay there. She's supposed to talk on the phone 100 times a day to Angie K. And she makes it seem like Angie K be the one calling her. It's very clear that she the one calling Angie K all damn day. Okay. You don't want Angie K to be friends with Whitney because you mad at Whitney because you try to expose Whitney for having her getting her jewelry off of Alibaba and your ass got caught trying to expose her. And even you trying to blame that on Meredith too. All of y'all try to use Meredith as your little scapegoat for y'all little storylines. But anyway, Lisa is friends with Bronwyn, okay? Bronwyn is super fly and fashionable, okay? So she's a new addition to the cast this season. I think Bronwyn is 38 and her husband is 64, child. Y'all do the math. Baby, your man is old enough to be your daddy, okay? He older than my father. I'm 39 and my dad is 60. So, there you go. Bronwyn's husband, I don't think he knows what Housewives is all about because every scene that I've seen them together in, he's telling her to be quiet. I can't believe you acting like this. I can't believe it's not butter. Yeah. Bronwyn, your husband is not for the Housewives type shenanigans, okay? Just I need you to film all of your scenes without him. He need to go and sit somewhere quietly at home and you go do your scenes with the girls. Period. Because Bronwyn is super shady and I love it. And it's truthful shade, okay? P725 says Daddy Todd needs to be quiet or leave. Yes, girl, yes, please. And leave quietly, honey. Because we don't need you. Khadijah don't need you, okay? But Bronwyn airs the girls out. Bronwyn is like, okay, y'all like to talk shit. And Heather is hating on Bronwyn this season, by the way. Heather, you were the real MVP last season for exposing Monica, but don't think that this season you supposed to get some hero arc because of what you did last season. You're actually being very annoying where it comes to Bronwyn. And I get it. Monica committed the ultimate sin where you just don't trust anybody now because Monica and you had gotten close to Monica. Monica tried to infiltrate y'all circle and you're very protective of your friends, blah, blah, blah. But Heather, you are pissing us off because you are scrutinizing Bronwyn to the 10th power. For what reason? I don't know if you jealous of Bronwyn or what. And Bronwyn, you fly girl, but some of that shit you be wearing, I be like, girl, that hot dog costume, you could have left that. Because that's a fucking costume. That's not fashion. Some of the shit that you see on these runways, I wouldn't have known that that came off of a runway. And then that's not because, oh, you just can't afford it. That's what. No, baby, I'm not walking around nobody's streets looking like a fucking hot dog. And it's not Halloween. Okay? The only reason I'm doing that is if I'm the hot dog, my husband is the ketchup, and my son is the mustard. Okay, that that would have to be a family costume. But that you had on, baby girl, that was a clown suit. But the rest of the stuff, I love the little heart jacket and coat or whatever she had. Bronwyn looks cute. She always understands the assignment. I don't know what is attaching her to her husband. I think that she shrinks herself with her husband. But I love when she fully takes on her full personality when she's not around him. She gathers the girls. She tells them, listen, it's okay for y'all to talk shit behind each other's backs, but when I bring it to the forefront, now I look like the bad guy. Y'all the ones, she aired out in a recent episode, she aired out Whitney talking shit about Heather. And instead of Heather taking it in that damn Whitney still talking shit about me, I thought we was cool. She's like, well, she looks at Bronwyn like it's her fault that she's coming to us with the bullshit. No, ma'am. You don't want to accept that Whitney is a snake still. Or maybe you know that, but your hate for Bronwyn just runs so deep that you just so jealous of her. I just don't get it. And this is far beyond, oh, Monica really burned me, so now I got to be really super cautious of this Bronwyn girl. Clearly, Bronwyn don't have to fake the funk. She's shown you with her outfits that she ain't tripping off of you. She don't need you. She comes with her own story. And you do not have to be the one to haze the new girls, Heather. So Heather, you're really pissing me off. You really are. But we got Heather versus Bronwyn this season, Angie K versus Meredith. Hell, Lisa Barlow versus Whitney. Okay. It is a mess. It is a mess this season, and I love every piece of it. But y'all, the real last episode, oh my God. I'ma try not to cry talking about this. Mary and her son, Robert Jr. Whoo, baby. Sweet P724 says Bronwyn calls out the hypocrisy, and I love it. She absolutely does. And that's why they don't have nothing to say after she tells them about themselves. And she just does it with such clear, crisp, and concise order of the words. Okay. It's no way that they can deny what she's saying. I'm so glad somebody else notices that too. Um, that last scene with Mary and her son, child. Ooh, it choked me up. Oh my God, it choked me up. I'm holding back the tears thinking about it right now. I am a mother of one son myself. My son Gavin, he is my one and only. He's 8 years old, and he's going to be the only child. I have come to grips with that. I'm gonna be 40 years old next year, and getting pregnant is not a part of the plan. Okay. Um, but I look at their relationship, and I look at me and my son like I am my son's solace. I am his safe space. Whenever he's sad or hurt, he comes running right to me. And I love that. I love that relationship that we're developing. My son comes home and tells me all the little tea from the kids at school. Mommy, this person said a curse word and this, that, him and his dad, my husband, is the school guy. Like, he does all the homework and stuff. And my son keeps his grades up. But we have that connection where I'm like my son's best friend. And watching this scene with Mary and Robert Jr., oh my God, it broke me down so bad. Y'all, I'm literally tearing up. I could not. Oh my God, it was so sad. And my heart went out to him. This young man is 21 years old. He looks so lost. And I don't know if it is the scrutiny of his parents, Mary being on this show. I don't know. I don't know the behind the scenes of, you never know what somebody could be going through, because some people may look at Robert Jr.'s life and see that, oh, well, you live in a beautiful home, and you don't want for anything. Your mom gives you everything. She's cash apping your money every 5 minutes. She's not making you get a job. You living your best life. What could you possibly be depressed about? But people don't understand, depression is it's a real thing. And you never know what anybody is going through. Somebody's life could seem so perfect and so well put together on the outside, but you never know what people are struggling with. You never know what people are struggling with. And this young man is obviously struggling with a lot. He admitted to having an addiction to a multiple of drugs, a multitude of drugs, starting at the age of 16. And, he admitted that somebody gave one of these drugs to him. So someone opened him up to this world. And as a parent, that's scary. It's very scary because you just never know who is in your friend, your kid's world, disguising themselves as a friend, opening them up to all of this foolishness and the craziness of life via drugs. It's really sad. So he started with one thing, added on different things as time went on. And the whole time, Mary thought he was just smoking weed. Hold on, y'all. Sorry, y'all. I had a little cough and spell. But at any event, um, girl, as my opinion says, I think it's that religious ish. Yeah, that PK life, child. Yep, PKs always have problems. That is a hard life. Yeah. You feel like you have to be perfect, right? When both of your parents are pastors, it's tough. You are held to a very high standard. Like you almost got to be close to the Lord Himself. You got to follow every single rule in the book. And some of them, and I've grown up with PKs as friends. And yeah, it was rough for them. But they were the main ones out of my friend group doing the most when we got older. So that should tell you something. But I always been scary all my damn life, child. I was scared of my mama. I wasn't going home and get my ass whipped, okay? Wasn't nobody about that. I wasn't no PK, but I was a scary K, okay? I was never the one. I literally waited until I was 21 to have my first drink. And no lie, I wouldn't have even had that if it wasn't for, my I'm not gonna say who at the time, because child, I don't know who watched this damn channel. But we'll call him a friend. A friend of mine. He was a friend. Took me to a bar and was like, "Listen, you gotta have a drink. It's your birthday. How old are you?" I was like, "I'm 21." And I told him, I was like, "I never had a drink before." And I had my first drink. But anyway, you know, I can't imagine what Robert is going through. But I am so glad that Mary was able to sit there and listen to him. And I'm so it warmed my heart that though he's going through so much, he found a safe space in his mother. This young man said that he wanted to get up out of here. He wants to end it all, but his mother is the only reason why he's still around. And when he said that, that literally broke me down into pieces. That's what took me out. I said, "Oh my God." And it hurt so bad because I just could see that being something that my son would say. Like, I can imagine because we're so close that I would be his reason for like, doing well or this, that, and the third. It just makes you want to draw even closer to your children because you just never know. As much as you think you know your kids, you never know what they're going through, right? So, and Mary, she talked about how he used to just come and talk to her about everything. He'd sit at the end of her bed and they just be having these long conversations. She's like, he was just like her birthed best friend. And I feel like that about my son. It's just that mother son bond, especially when it's your only child. It just I just wow, this whole scene just really, and my son is only 8 years old, right? But it just made me want to draw even closer to him to just let him know, listen, this isn't this, you don't got to do these things. And it just makes me want to expose him earlier to, you don't need to, this is not good, drugs are not good for you. I don't know. I'm sure Mary had that conversation with him, but I just don't understand what makes people want to try something that has such a detrimental effect on your life. And I think that some people think that the effects they're exempt from the effects. And Mary admitted to thinking that it was only weed that he was smoking. And she would even give him money to buy what she thought was just weed. She said, I thought he just smoked weed and did some edibles or whatever, but I never thought it was at the magnitude that it was at. And so, you just never know what can cause somebody to continue to chase an increased high. He said that he was taking 30 milligram um, of something. I can't remember which specific vice it was that he was saying that he was taking, and then he was taking it like 6 times a day or something, and he just didn't feel nothing. I was like, God dang. But I just pray that whatever is ailing him, he can figure it out. you know, he needs to get into a facility and get some. The first step is admitting that you have a problem. And that was one thing. I don't know if they just didn't record that or play that. Uh, I didn't see him admit that he acknowledges that this is a problem, because Mary said, um, you do know this is a problem, right? You know that this is not right. And, this would just kill me. Like, this is really, oh my goodness. She kept on talking about how it's affecting her. And I don't think that she meant it any type of way, like, making it about herself. And I don't know if maybe that was a way to get him to understand how detrimental this really is. But I think he really needs to get into some type of facility where he can talk to somebody, even somebody outside of his mom, talk to someone about what's going on with him, so that he can really get the well-deserved help that he needs. Girl, it's my opinion, says depression caused the issue. Yeah, I can imagine that. But I really pray that he went into some type of facility. Oh, he did go to Okay, good, 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 good. I'm so glad. I hope that, I pray that whatever the issue is, he's able to deal with it in the care of a professional, and that Mary is able to help him navigate once he gets out, because the boy then got married behind her back, and homegirl laying up in the house using Mary and him. Like, I hope that he's able to open his eyes to what the girlfriend, or the now wife, child, is providing him as well, which seems like absolutely nothing. She's just another leech in Mary's house at this point. But as a mother, shoot, as a human being, that whole scene just really pulled at my heartstrings. And I don't think I have ever experienced anything so heart-wrenching on reality TV. And it really opened my eyes to a lot of things that we just can't assume, what's going on with our children. Miss Thing 1980 says a lot of PK. Hold on, yeah. Sorry, y'all, I had a call. Um, a lot of PK kids suffer from depression, um, because of the expectations that is put on them by the church community. That's sad. It really is sad. I mean, a lot of them, a lot of them really go through, and like I said, I have a couple of friends that grew up PKs, that I grew up with that were PKs, and they just went buck wild, you know, when we went to college. Now they are all professionals and doing well now, because now that they're grown, they can do whatever they want. And they're not held to some crazy standard like they were when we were kids. But um, it's tough. It's tough. I've experienced some of it firsthand with a few of my friends, so I get it. I totally get it. But anyway, this scene, I think that SLC, they continue to get it. They continue to get it. Bronze Sugar 2 says, for him to be this open and honest on camera was a cry for help. I agree. I truly hope he gets what he needs. Prayers and all things positive for him and his mom. And you know what? Amen to that. Amen to that. I agree. I agree. For him, that definitely, I don't know if he was high in the moment when he was being honest. Because I think Adderall is a something that does assist, if you will, in the honesty of it all. But yeah, y'all. Yeah, that was, look, my eyes still look glazed over, child, from thinking about that scene. But yeah, that scene, it really got me, and I really pray that he has gotten some help. And again, kudos to Mary for creating the room and the space for her son to be able to come to her the way that he did, and just creating the room to be a supporter and help him to get through such tough times. And I just pray that if he has gone to rehab, a number of you have said that he went to rehab. I hope he's able to get the help that he needs. But y'all, outside of that scene, I really hope that Meredith, because I watched Bravo, instead of having Bravo Con this year, they had something else. It was called Fan something. I can't remember the full name of it, but I watched the series on Peacock. And Meredith said that her and Mary still weren't on the same page because of all of the, stuff that I guess Mary has said online. But I hope by her seeing this scene with Mary's son, that she understands that it's not all about her. It's not all, Meredith. It's not about you. Mary is going through something so much bigger than you. Because when it's about my child, I'm gonna knock all this shit over. I don't give a shit about what none of you bitches is going through or what you talking about. This is about me and my son, and my son needs help. And I think that has um what Robert is going through has prevented Mary from being able to be as present with the ladies. And I get it. I totally get it. I totally get it. But yeah, y'all, this season, it's, I think we 11 episodes in. Typically Salt Lake City only has about maybe 12. I think the most they've ever had was like 12 or 13 episodes. So I think that we about to be ready for. I think they recorded the reunion recently, so we are getting ready to roll into the last couple of episodes. So we're going to do full reviews from here on out. But yeah, I'm loving the girls. I am loving the girls. Okay, Angie K has really come into her own this season. I love for her. People were afraid this season of how the season would go without Monica, even though Monica brought like such a huge cloud over the ladies' heads. I don't know why anybody thought that she would be able to come back this season, because who's going to film? Oh, my bad, y'all. My internet up here in my room is go. It must mean it's time for me to get off here. But yeah, y'all, thank y'all for watching. I just wanted to give y'all like a brief overview of Beverly Hills and Salt Lake City, because that's two new shows that we are going to be adding to the arsenal. I will come back on and do Real Housewives of Potomac and Married to Medicine as well. I'm going to catch y'all up on that. I might do that as a pre-recorded and upload it so that y'all can see it in the morning. And then I'm going to actually do my Love and Marriage Huntsville review tomorrow night after the show. I've never done that before, but I am going to, yes, I am going to drink some ginger tea. Listen, y'all, full disclosure, I need to start getting high on my own supply. My products that I sell, I just be so busy like wrapping up and working with my team to get my orders out that I forget about myself. I don't really take care of myself the way that I should. So, and then I go out without coats on, thinking I'm cute. I went to a concert. I went to see Tidra Moses at the Howard Theater Wednesday night, and I didn't want to carry my coat. So I'm walking with my coat open, and then I go leave it in the car, and the Hulk just be out. It's out in DC. Okay. So I don't know why I thought the Hulk wasn't going to come get me. And then it's, I'm having woman things going on. And when I have woman things going on, my body is just clearing itself out in every type of way. So this happens. Okay. And, I do suffer from allergies from time to time, seasonal allergies. So there's that. But yes, I do have some ginger tea on deck. I make a respiratory tea and ginger is in it along with hibiscus herb and echinacea. What else? I put in the elderberries. Okay. So yeah, I'm about to be getting all up on that, and I'm gonna have me some vapor going in my diffuser. So thank you so much. I appreciate you. Bronze sugar too. Okay, yes, it is cold, child. It is cold. Okay, and I was playing around with my health, and I can't be doing that. But y'all, thank y'all for listening. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Like I said, I am going to probably now pre-record my review for Potomac and Married to Medicine. I will have my voiceover on it, not so much my face because the child, baby girl might have to cough. Okay. Thank you, Sweet P724. I don't, honestly, y'all, I don't feel sick. I just have a cough and I sound terrible. It sounds worse than it is, trust me. And it always happens this time of year. Knock on wood. Let's hope I don't get bronchitis. I always get bronchitis once a year. It never fails. So it is what it is. But thank y'all so much. I'm excited. I'm actually excited about adding these shows. In full transparency, y'all, listen, if y'all are here because you watch my Love and Marriage Huntsville reviews, I'm not going to lie to y'all. I'm really starting to get to the point where that is not fun anymore for me. I'm ready to phase out of it. It has caused me so... I've gotten in the middle of some shit that I shouldn't be in more than enough times with that. The show is just becoming toxic for me. I watched an interview where Kimmie, Letitia, Dustin, and Carlos were on Carlos's channel, and just watching Kimmie up there just be so fake. It's just like, and then listening to the recent stuff with Martell violating his court ordered stay away thing, and it's just all this stuff is just like, why are these people allowed to get away with this stuff? I just really don't get it. It's very annoying with that show. So I am just excited, if you will, about adding newer things that are better produced as well. Because listen, I just love something with a good storyline, like things that are well edited. I'm starting to see the holes in the editing with Love and Marriage Huntsville. Now I know I can come back and apologize when I'm wrong. I saw one of my subscribers actually sent me a clip where Jay, Melody's makeup artist, brought up that remember in my review where I said that she was laughing and I didn't like it, and then somebody said that could have been edited wrong. Somebody sent me a clip where Jay said that was edited. She was laughing at something that Miss Nell said, and they edited it to make it seem like she was being disrespectful, laughing at Miss Nell. And I was like, and I went back and watched it, and I was like, this looks weird. Y'all definitely edited this. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Girl, I want you to drag Kimmie through the YouTube street. I want to drag Kimmie through the YouTube streets. Yes. And listen, I halfway want to do a video on Carlos King's interview with all of them because Kimmie made a comment where she was like, yeah, because I'm not the one to be letting somebody cheat on me for 5 years and then deciding to leave. Like, I'm not going to do that. Kimmie, you really think you slick? We noticed that you were slick dissing Melody. And for you to be this old and be this dumb, it's really given. I'm just laying down and letting Maurice do whatever he want to do. It's very clear that you are letting Maurice be out here in these streets. And you definitely thought he was out here dick diving in another bitch. That's why you got up out your bed and put your slippers on and your thickest robe and hopped in your car going around looking for him. And if he was at a party, why all of a sudden would he be at the office sleep? You got a lot of holes in your story, man. It don't make no sense. Why would you said that y'all were at a party together and you left and went home because you like to go to bed. But then you were like, well, Maurice will go to work and go to sleep. So he was going from a party to go to his office and laying his head down on the desk versus coming home and laying down with you. That's a lie. It's given to me, in my opinion, he went and laid down in another bitch bed and was fucking on her and lost track of time and number of drinks and got in the car and tried to speed his ass home so that you wouldn't get wind of what the hell he was doing. That's what it's given to me. Okay? That's what it's given to me. And Dustin, your picker was off when you said, I just love the relationship that Kimmie and Mel has been able to maintain. You was on point with your review of Destiny and dusty ass Martell sitting on that bench. But then you want to come back and say, Kimmie has been, really good with maintaining a relationship with Mel. No, she haven't, because she slick dissed Mel at the beginning when she hopped her ass on the screen. Talking about you would never let nobody cheat on you that long. Yes, the fuck you would. Because Kimmie, you admitted that you are getting yourself into, you became a party girl just to appease Maurice. And you put up with it because you're not going to make him stop. You can't make him stop. If you having cancer and going through all that you went through didn't stop him from wanting to be a party boy, I don't know what to tell you. I think that Maurice has a problem. I think that Maurice is addicted to sex. I think Kimmie ain't giving him enough, and I don't think that he actually can produce as much sex as he actually wants. That's my opinion. But I think that Maurice doesn't have any respect for Kimmie. I think that he thinks he can do whatever he wants, and I think that he knows that Kimmie is so pressed to be married to him, or married period, because she's older and later in life, that she just gonna put up with whatever he wants. Because that whole scene with them talking, it was given off very much, all right, be careful what you say. It's child. Bronze Sugar 2 says Kimberly is such a disappointment. She hates her baby dad who tried to take her son, but loves Martell who did the same. Thank you for bringing that up. Y'all, we just gonna talk about it real fast right here. Okay? Kimmie, for you to sit there seeing all the stuff that Martell is doing to Melody and come to find out, and see, this is the shit that I'm talking about, Carlos King. You don't never force Kimmie and Maurice to have a story. Why we ain't talking about this stuff? Why none of that's coming out? We sat on the Maurice and Kiowa and little Maurice, because I'm not calling that boy monster, story, all this, but we don't never talk about Kimmie and her former life. Y'all don't never want to talk about that. And Kimmie, you went through all of that and had to pay child support for your kid, apparently. You had to pay child support for your son that was living with you. And this dude did it just to piss you off. Not because he wanted to be with you. Martell is doing it because he wants to be with Melody and use her. He want to have his cake and eat it too. But your ex clearly didn't even want to do that. And y'all weren't even married or anything. So You ended up having to pay child support, but you seem to keep on saying that Martell is a good guy. Keep making excuses for his behavior. You make excuses for toxic, uh, let me not say what I was going to say. You make excuses for toxic men. That's what you do. And after I heard you say that, I was like, are you kidding me, Kimmie? So you went through this same shit. And you over here kumbaya with Martell? You, for one, should understand what Melody is going through the most. But you're the biggest cheerleader for the bullshit. D. Herfer said, yep, she said that. Child. Sweet P724 says, Kimmie really think we slow. Yeah, I just can't get it. I can't get it. Bronze Sugar 2 says, not laying on the desk. Child, yeah, that's what she said. I just thought he was at work, but because he go to sleep. He goes to sleeps. Girl, you's a damn lie. You a damn lie. He got in his car after taking down several drinks with his side chick, in my opinion. And he said, oh shit, I lost track of time. I done fell asleep on a drunken slumber on your couch. I got to go home because I done fucked you 5-6 times today. Now I got to hurry up and go on home to my wife and get in the bed before she wake up. And my thing is, Kimmie, I don't know about you, but I can't just be asleep when my husband is out. I stay up and wait for him. I'm down there on the couch watching TV, waiting on him to come in the door. At a certain time, if he's not home, if I did fall asleep and I wake up and it's 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning and my husband isn't here, guess what I'm doing? I'm picking up the phone and I'm like, hello, how you doing? Where the fuck is you at? Okay? That we ain't doing that. And then I'm looking up the secret Apple little disc thing I put in his car to see what the fuck he at. Okay, don't y'all tell him tell him about his business. He don't need to know that. But yeah. But I trust him. But listen, you got to know. Okay, you got to know. It's like, y'all, I ain't do that. D. Herfer says, Kimmie told us more about herself in that interview than she had in her entire time on the show. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Where is this person on the show? Like, you sit up here, y'all talk about absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. All in everybody else's business. And you being a damn pick-me. I don't get it. Capricorn Flower says, hi, Shay, Mars, and Chad. What's up? What's up? Thank you for joining us. D. Herfer says, it was a one-night stand without protection. It sounds like it, child. Oh, you talking about with Kimmie and her baby daddy? Yeah. But I think Maurice had one of those too. That's why he got that DUI. I'm just saying. I don't know. That's my opinion. But listen, yeah, Kimmie did all of that with that guy. Ended up having Jalen, and ended up getting taken to the cleaners. And I just don't understand why she don't get it. She understands. She just doesn't care, and that's fucked up. You right, D, and that's fucked up. It's really fucked up that she's like that. D. Herfer says, yeah, they say his office is a site of after parties, allegedly. Yeah, that's why she thinks about him sleeping in there. I guess he got to sleep off the sexual slumber. Child, Kimmie, you full of shit. Just admit, I just want you and Letitia to come on the and Tisha to come on the show and just admit, listen, our men have cheated on us. They probably still do. We're not going anywhere. We don't care. I would have so much more respect for them if they just say that. Just say that. Because all of this playing and faking that y'all are doing, it is just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I can't stand it. Y'all are playing in our faces. And then you know what, Kimmie, you was making all them faces on that panel, sitting up there trying to appease Carlos King, and Carlos is over there laughing and giggity again, and he looked so pissed off. He was trying to keep his face so clean when when Dustin was speaking highly of Melody. He ain't want to hear that. And when Letitia was speaking high, Letitia from Bell Collective, she was like, yeah, Melody, just when I met her in person, and she was like, season 1 Melody, like so sweet. Carlos ain't want to hear that. Now, did y'all see Melody won that uh queen, reality TV queen? I saw Tamara from Real Housewives of Orange County. She looked pissed. I was so happy to see Melody, especially beat her ass. But Carlos commented on Melody's video and says congratulations. I couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe it. Capricorn Flower says, Shay, when I go out with my husband, we return home together. Exactly. There is no hanging out afterwards like he's a college kid. Right. And that's the thing. My husband wouldn't even think to stay somewhere and I'm going home. He's going to come home with me. Now, if he wants to, like, sometimes it'd be friends gatherings or whatever, and my social battery goes out before his. Like, if it's his friends, like we usually go over our friends' houses. We don't really go clubbing and bar hopping and all of that. We just too old for that. I don't know why Maurice is still doing it. That's just childish, in my opinion. But different strokes for different folks. But we are blessed. Our friends have amazing homes. Like one of our friends actually, their home is a former basketball player's house in a very sought after neighborhood in Maryland that a lot of aristocrat Black people live in. And we go over their houses and they have gatherings, really beautiful gatherings. And we just go over there and hang out. We go to our friends' houses to hang out. And sometimes my social battery is done and I'm ready to go home to my own damn house and be in my bed with my feet up and watching my YouTube and Bravo shows, okay? Talking to y'all like I'm doing right now. So he'll bring me home. And then he'll be like, you mind if I go back? And I'll be like, okay, sure. Go ahead. And then I'm up watching my shows, and then I stay up and wait for him to bring his ass back home. And he comes back home at a decent hour. We have respect for one another. And that just, and sometimes our friends will come over our house and they'll be in our basement just having a good old time down there. And I'll be upstairs in my damn room after I'm done. And I'm like, oh, I'm tired, y'all. I don't feel like it no more. All right, I'm going to bed because I will fall asleep in a minute. Because I work so much and I'm always doing stuff. I be tired, child. And my friends know I ain't doing all that. But y'all carry on. One monkey don't stop no show, child. Bronze Sugar 2 says exactly. He's so immature. He definitely is immature. Sweet Pete 724 says, yes, Mel won. Yep, she sure did, friend. I watched that video. I'm going to go back and watch the awards. I said they say it's on YouTube. Bronze Sugar 2 says, child, that cast and crew is on fire right about now. Oh, you talking about Salt Lake City? Oh, you talking about Love and Marriage Huntsville? Yeah, they under fire. That's what they about to be. D. Herfer says, yes, I did see it. She beat out 3 Bravo celebrities, and I was so excited for her. So excited. Well deserved. And I loved hearing the children in the background excited for her. I can't wait till we can actually see them again. Once Martell take his ass to jail. I just don't see how the courts have allowed this mess to continue. It's just so stupid. D. Herfer says, where is he partying in Huntsville? I heard the town is dull. Child, well, let the people tell that Huntsville is up and coming, honey. The place to raise your children and all that, child. I don't know. But wherever he at, it ain't good if you out this late at night where Kimmie can actually fall asleep and wake up and you still not there. I think that Kimmie worries about more in her relationship than she lets us see. I think Kimmie is afraid that Maurice is out there cheating on her. I think she just turns a blind eye to it because she's so pressed to be married. I think that Kimmie has really dumbed herself down for Maurice. And she said in that interview also that, she was looking for a man that was her equal. Kimmie, that's your house. He moved into, allegedly, people said that's your house. And he ain't had no damn money. And you paid for him to go to law school. That's what the people said. So you really pulled in a bum. Maurice was a bum. He ain't got shit going on. He doing this credit repair business. I hope it don't turn out to be some Jen Shaw shit. That's all I'ma say. Capricorn Flower says, D, the party is going down in the bedroom. Yeah, he doing it and it ain't just his bedroom, okay? In my opinion. But y'all, that's it. I ain't got no more. That's my opinion on that dumbass interview. Yeah, I Kimmie, I done lost even more respect for you. I, I don't know why Kimmie is here. I don't know why Kimmie or Maurice is on this show. Carlos King, we talked about two fabulous Bravo shows in this episode that I mean in this recording that I'm doing here. You need to get a clue. You need to get a clue. You are not a good producer because a good producer knows when to let people go. Ken and Trish are a fail. Maurice and Kimmie are giving absolutely nothing. You need to fire them. I don't give a shit about them being a part of some damn core six. The core is broken. The core at the top of the can and the base is gone. Okay? We have no liquid to pour out of this. Absolutely none. Period. Let it burn. Let it burn. Let it go. This you got it. You have got to shape up or ship out. Because this cast is trash. It really is. From the rooter to the tutor. Kimmie is a big, huge disappointment. And you know what, y'all? I feel like a Destiny and Tisha breakdown is a brewing. Because after that scene with Destiny with Martell, I cannot imagine. I cannot imagine. And then I see Tisha, like, here's the thing. It's okay for Destiny to be friends with Stormy that called Marceau a bitch, right? But Melody can't be friends with it's a problem for Melody with her friendships. The double standards on these shows are just absolutely insane to me. It's really insane. All of these people are crazy. Capricorn Flower says she was just happy to have a younger man, in my opinion. Yeah, but a bust. She didn't get a younger man that had a good head on his damn shoulders. My girl, Miss B, is in the building. What's up, Miss B? Miss B says, Kimmie makes me tired, talking strong and acting weak. Listen. Hello? Okay. Hey, Shay, what's up? What's up, friend? Brown Sugar 2 says, Kimmie and Tisha are so pressed for them funny shaped brothers. Child, yes. They thicker than a damn snicker. Both of them thicker than both of them. Got legs, hips, and body. Okay, got more than both of them. I can't. But y'all, that's it. I ain't got no more. I'm going to do timestamps for each show so that y'all can, if you are part of the replay gang, you can go back and see. You can basically view what you want to view. Okay. But thank y'all so much for watching. Again, I'm going to do a pre-recorded for Real Housewives of Potomac and for Married to Medicine. I'll probably do that in one episode. In one posting rather. And then, like I said, I'm going to go live tomorrow night for us to talk about love and marriage, Huntsville. Okay. But y'all, thanks for watching. Please, please, please do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with anybody else that's watching this stuff with us too. Also, y'all, we talked about creating a Patreon behind the scenes, if you will, for my Love and Marriage Huntsville reviews. I'm going to see how that looks for the next episode or so. I may just do my reunions behind the wall, but I haven't had any issues lately, knock on wood, with anybody trying me. So I'm going to try to keep it free as long as possible. But I think as we're getting into new shows, it may be time for us to take it on back behind the scenes because child, Lord knows I want to be able to say whatever the fuck I want and not have nobody making whole videos about me and shit. But it is what it is. But thank y'all so much for watching, and I appreciate y'all so much. And I will see you in the next video. Peace out. Let me get the outro, child. All right, bye y'all.